Welcome to finding the surface area of a square-based pyramid. This one is quite straightforward, so I'm asking you to draw it, cut it out, and build it again, much the same as I did with the triangular prism. This time, with my diagram, you do have to make one calculation before you can finish creating your net. Can you tell which measurement you need? For those who have read ahead to number 2, you can see that you have to calculate the slant height. You're going to need that to know how long to create the triangles that make up the 4 sides of your pyramid. Pause now to complete that part of the activity. Now to check what you've done. From the diagram, you can see that the height is 4 centimeters and the full base of the pyramid is 6 wide, but because we're looking to figure out the slant height, we really only need from the center of the base out to the side, and so that's going to be 3 centimeters. Remembering from your study of Pythagorean theorem over the years, you may remember that this 3-4 combination gives us then a slant height of 5 centimeters. So that would be from the point to the center of the triangle, and that will apply for all 4 triangles. So that is 5 centimeters. I've drawn it here and numbered each of the faces, so the 4 triangles end up then being 1, 2, 4, and 5, with 3 being the base. Move that out of the way. You can see I've cut it out. And there it is, all taped up, looking like a pyramid should. Hope yours looks the same. Now to work out the surface area of the square-based pyramid. The base is quite straightforward. Because it is equal on all 4 sides, then length times width is actually simply length times length, because it's the same, which then would allow it to be length squared. So the base then equals length squared equals 6 squared, so the base is 36 centimeters squared. Finding each of the 4 triangles, then, you only need one and then multiply it by 4. Base times height over 2. So 4 of those, the base is 6. The height we worked out to be 5, because remember we're still having to use the slant height because we are looking at each of the triangles. Divide it by 2, and that gives us, we can simplify that actually. There by 2, 2 times 6 times 5 equals 2 times 30, which is 60 centimeters squared. A total for our surface area is 36 plus 60 equals 96 centimeters squared. On the previous screen, we had worked it out, and I said length squared, and our formula gives the base of our pyramid as b squared, or the length of the base squared. So we're still working with the same concept, but this is where it gets a little different. We worked with 4 times b times h over 2, and the formula gives it simply as 2bh. But remember that that is the same thing. Base, 4 times base times the height divided by 2 just means that we can reduce that, and we are then left with 2 base times height to simplify working with our formula. As with all of these, the formula is the shorthand way of doing the work that we could see, but it's nice to be able to understand the formula to make sure that it's working, or we can use just part of it if we need to. For example, if we are looking at covering the pyramid but not the base, we only need the 2BH. Good luck using this formula.